Hey everyone, how you doing? Welcome to the DJ Shark Hitter Show. Going to give it a few minutes and see if we got anybody that comes on. And I just figured I'd pop up and do a quick pop-up show. I got my coffee, so I don't have to worry about getting that. Hey, Barbara Buffalo, how are you? Nice to see you here. So I'm just going to wait and see if we get a few more folks coming in. And just do a quick show because I haven't been on. And the reason I haven't been on is I have things to do. I have a family to take care of, and I have to take care of my son. So things like that go on. I've been looking for I haven't found anything yet. So hopefully something will pop up. Hey, Rainbow Melon, how are you? And we got a few people coming in. Maybe I'll let Jim know that I'm have a show going on if he wants to know. Sometimes he's out on the road, I don't know if he's on the road yet or if he's home. So if anybody knows that, let me know. But I'm not here to argue or make anything happen like that. I'm just here to hang out with everybody in the community. And if we get a few folks that want to come up to the panel, you're always welcome to. Uh, that's that. I've been watching the news, seeing things that are going on. This thing with the government shutdown. I don't know what everyone thinks about that, but I don't think that's a good thing. With a government shutdown, it's going to put us in a problem again that we just got out of. I just don't understand what's going on and why it has to be the way it is. And that's that's as far as I saw today. Uh, just checking out things on the news, even about all of the illegal immigrants, undocumented, migrants, that are here in the United States, and things that are going on in Minnesota. I mean, we're not living in. Sometimes I wonder if we are living in the signs of the times. If anyone knows that, anyone knows about the biblical parts of that in Revelations. Sometimes it feels like that we're living in Revelations. I'm telling you that because everything that the book of Revelation says uh, definitely makes a point on what we're going through today uh, in the system uh, with people being going into churches. I mean, that's crazy. I mean, why would people do that? Go into a church and cause that type of problems, you know? Let me see what's going on. Let me let Jim know. I'm gonna let Jim know I'm live. If everyone give me a chance. I don't even know what's going on YouTube anymore. Sometimes I'm on, sometimes I'm not. Sometimes I come on and I go on a show and then I leave because I have to take care of things. Sometimes the show comes on during dinner time. because the East Coast, and you know, sometimes when people are on the West Coast, you know, the times are different, so they're 3 hours. We're 3 hours ahead of them, so they have daylight and we don't. You know, it could be 6 o'clock in California and it's 9 o'clock here. So sometimes it gets difficult to uh, go ahead and go on the show or start a show immediately. But let's say I started a show at 9, it's coming on at 6 o'clock in California, which isn't bad. Now, right now, what is it, 5 o'clock? So what time is it in California? It's 2 o'clock in California now. Yeah. I just texted Jim to let him know I'm live. I don't know if his phone's off. So it says it was delivered to him, but I don't know if he read it yet. But I let him know. So it was a good show last night on Johnny's. I stopped by over there. Then I had to stop for dinner. My wife got home. Well, she stopped work, so because she worked home on those cold days, because over here in New York it's really cold, and you know we still have all that snow here. And today was her first day back into Manhattan, and she said it was bad for her getting into Manhattan. And I just don't like it when she goes there, especially when the weather's bad like this. It's 21 degrees out here on Long Island where I live, 21 degrees. And I don't like it. Sometimes I wonder if we should move. And it's been mentioned to my wife, maybe we'll move to south, because she doesn't want to continue going through this type of weather with the conditions we're dealing with. So we may eventually move. I don't know. Uh, this is just too much of. I can't deal with it. I'm telling you that. I can't deal with the weather. It's horrible out. And it makes you feel tired. It's cold. The furnace continues kicking on and off. Continues. And then it gets hot in some of the rooms. And the rooms that we have here we have a new furnace put in, and the furnace really puts out a lot of heat. And one of the rooms gets so hot it's like an oven in there. We have to open a window for that room, and it's just treacherous for us to sleep in one of the rooms. So we open a window, and that seems to alleviate the heat that's going on in that room. It alleviates the heat. So I did get my coffee. So while we're sitting here, I'll sip some coffee. And I don't know what anyone thinks about that guy that got shot. Well, I don't even know his name. Alex Pennington, I think his name is. Yeah, we had our house resided, Texas Granny or Barbara Buffalo. We had our house resided, and they did that wrap around the house, and parts of the house are real hot. Parts of the house are really hot. So, are you working, Rainbow Melon? Or are you hanging out? I'm glad you're here. I'm glad everyone's here. Jim just replied back to me, everyone. Jim, and he said, okay, he's probably going to send out a robo text for me. And that's what I'm waiting to see. Seeing chat, who else comes in. So I just want to let everyone know that that's in the chat that Jim replied back to me and said that, okay. So just want to let you know. So maybe a few more folks might come in on chat, and maybe we'll get somebody up on panel with me so I'm not so boring to conversate with. Uh, it's just that, I want to talk about other things and just let you know what's going on with me and, you know, not what's going on in YouTube, kind of, because I don't want to get anyone mad at me because I don't know if anyone understands that. I don't want to get into any fights with anyone. I'm a family man. I got a son to take care of. Jim's calling. Hold on, please. Hey, Jim, how are you? Yeah, I'm on live. Okay. Okay. No problem. All right. Bye. All right, everyone. Jim is sending out a robo text, and Jim's got major news coming up. Jim's got major news coming up. So if everyone waits, he's sending out the robo text. So if everyone will just wait a minute and wait, Jim will be here. Don't go anywhere. So I just want to let you know that. Don't forget to hit the like button, please. I would appreciate it. And I need to get the likes up. That's really good for me. Need to get my channel up. I really do want to get my channel up and running into a more stable channel where I have more news going on, more things going on, and just good things going on. The news, what's going on with everyone, and just hold on. I'm waiting. We're waiting for Jim. He's going to be here. He is sending out the robo text. Let me know if anyone gets the robo text. Jim's sending it out. Just let me know if Jim sends out the robo text. So we have more people coming in. We're at 26 people, which is really good. I always like to have more people in my show. It's good because then we have more people in the chat that can conversate. Oh, Rainbow Melon, I had Popeye's Chicken Classic today. It was huge. What, huge? And it was crunchy. I haven't tried Popeye's chicken yet. Wait, I did try it. But I never tried the crunchy Popeye's chicken. I got this like similar. It tastes almost similar to KFC chicken. Here's Jim. Just let me know if I have to drop the link again. I will. Jim? There's Johnny Yarbrough. Johnny Yarbrough's here. What's up, Johnny? Just to let everyone know, the link did go out. The robo call text went out. Just waiting for Mr. Terry. He's going to come up and he's going to tell everyone something. There he is.
Hello, everybody.
What's up, Jim?
Listen, I want to let the chat swell. Just sent it out. I'm glad you did the pop-up show. I kind of wish I knew when you were going on, like more than like when you're on. I mean, that's great that you're on, but if I had a couple hours notice, you know what I mean? We could really let people know, Barbara Buffalo and all them. But good to see that you're on nonetheless. You always seem to come on around this time. Why never like at 9 o'clock at night?
Because eating dinner.
Okay. I mean, I don't know your schedule, and I know you got that college stuff, but listen, a lot of people have reached out to me today. I did watch the entire first 25 minutes of Angel Gotti. Then I kind of, a lot of people want to know my take on it. I'm going to give it here first. But so go get everybody, let them know. I think people will be surprised, but and then I scrubbed through it. I saw Tommy Real Deal show up. I knew that coward fuck would be back. Tommy, not a good idea to talk about your kids on these shows, on a show like Angel Gotti's. I guess, and I don't know that this is true, but I guess his son, who's some kind of like, I don't know if he's a hockey coach or a football coach or a basketball coach, but I guess people have already figured out who everybody is. Terrible idea. I can't believe Angel would allow him to do that. Terrible idea. When a guy like Tommy Real Deal, who has so many enemies and has threatened to fight people, and has called people out and accused them of things and talks like he did. I mean, the last thing that guy needs to do is ruin his son's high school coaching legacy at $3,000 a year in Florida or wherever the fuck he is, for talking shit to people. So Tommy Real Deal, not smart, my friend. You were smart enough to stay far away from this for a while, at least while I was over there, because you're a coward. But listen, let's get into everything. I know people will see this in the aggregate. If you missed Johnny Yarbrough's last night, hold on one second. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hey, Mr. X, I'm live on Shark Hitter TV.
What's that? Oh, yeah, I guess I can just call you later. What's going on?
We're on Shark Hitter. I don't know. I sent out a robo-text.
Okay, I was just setting up the shows for tonight.
What time are we on tonight?
Network. All right, sounds good.
Bye. Guys, tonight, 9 o'clock Eastern. 9 o'clock Eastern, Night Owl Network returns. We have some very interesting interviews, and Mr. X has a massive update on a hater. You're not going to want to miss this. That's tonight on Night Owl Network. But now that everybody's kind of getting over here and stuff, so if you missed, first of all, Johnny's Yarborough show last night is killing it. This morning at around 10 in the morning, there was already 2,000 views. That is way more than he usually gets. And that was at 10 this morning. He had around 2,000 views. I don't know how many views he's got now. The show was an absolute animal. We popped it up. We advertised it. We went over there and we went to work. And I want to thank now, this was at the same time as Angels. Now, I want everybody to pay attention. So I did watch Angels. I scrubbed through as much of it as I could. I watched the entire first 30 minutes. There is no doubt about it that I was set up over there. SoFlo has never returned. She used SoFlo. Hello?
You're there.
She used SoFlo to try to get me off that show. There is no doubt about it. I'm going to make a major announcement here. And by the way, if she wants to come in the chat, come up here and talk to me about it, she's more than welcome to. I don't think she will. So Johnny had a show last night and organically averaged anywhere from 180 to 220 in that period over several hours. So let's just say 180 to be conservative. He had 180 live viewers continuously on that show. Let's just say that was his average. 220 would be high, 160 would be low. Yeah. Angel Gotti had the same 332 people that she normally has. Now, that means not one of our people put a dent in her numbers. Think about that. Johnny goes on. Angel does 332 people while I'm there or so, okay? Now, recently, she's gone up a little higher. I think people were buying her bots like they were live views. She was not doing that. Somebody was. They were doing that for Foss, did it for maybe Jesse Roth. They've been doing that. Last night, they didn't do that. And I knew they wouldn't. So you're telling me that she kept her exact same numbers despite a show with me on it and there was 180 people. Guys, her numbers are bullshit. And last night proved it. You're telling me she didn't get affected by me and my crowd. Forget me. My crowd not being there? You're telling me that she did a show and her crowd, hold on one second. You're telling me she did a show and her numbers didn't go down one person. Not one person. Now, if I wasn't on, you could say, well, listen, they watched anyways. You know, they watched. They were there. They watched in the bushes or whatever. Johnny was on and had an organic 180 people. You're telling me that her numbers are legitimate? She didn't lose one live viewer? Total bullshit. Total fucking bullshit. And there's no way she had, she made up, let's just say the 180 people, some of them were on both shows watching. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're going in and out. Yes.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
There's no way, I had my finger over the microphone. There's no way that her numbers stayed exactly the same while another show with people from the same community for the last year had around 180 to 200. No fucking way. No way. And I can also tell you that the first thing that happened was, and I'll save the people for showing it. First thing that happened is Strupid came running back. Palmito's got a wrench. And who shows up midway through the show? That pussy, douchebag, coward runner, Tommy Real Deal, who I beaten to the ground over there after he made a fucking fool out of himself. An absolute loser. All he is the male version of Edna. He's Edna without an oxygen tank. That's all. At least you can't make Tom Real Deal interesting. At least I made Edna interesting. Now, also, there were some comments over there that I said that Edna only appeared one time on Angel's show before I was there. Never said that. Never, ever, ever said that. What I said was nobody gave a fuck about Edna before I came over there. I made Edna a fucking star. I made her a star in the twilight of her life. And let me tell you something else too. Angel, nobody said that you stole the money for the headstone. We're just saying that the guy, as I told you, and we have the clips, the guy that fucking runs that place is a dirt bag. He was a fucking dirt bag. And that's what we want. I wanted to talk to him. So I can tell everybody this. Nobody said that. A lot of people over there like to seem like they're victims. So now on to my critique of the show. Who is the girl that was on that show last night? Do you know who that was? Teresa somebody? Is that the one who's got a kid who's a minor league baseball player? Teresa Murphy. Is that who that was? Who was on that show with her? Did anybody watch this shit? I can't talk about this with one person because I don't know anybody that watched it.
I didn't watch it.
Anybody in the chat know who that woman is? That's not the woman who said her kid played at Syracuse and she went after Lefty and all that. Is that the same fucking broad? So, and look, nobody in the chat here watched the shit. So here's the deal. It was, other than the first few minutes when people wanted to see how she would react to me, oh, he's never going to be back over there. Guys, watch my last appearance on the show. She was going over something, and I said, I'm done, and left. She didn't throw anybody off. That show was horrible last night. It was boring. Nobody gave a fuck. And if she continues with those type of numbers, it's proof that those numbers are total fucking Lee Cole store-bought bullshit. Hell, even Real Deal, even Silo, who, by the way, Angel, I told you he said he thought he was going to get kicked off the show. And Silo, you need to grow a little bit more of a backbone, my friend, because we all know what you and I talked about. We all know how you said you wanted to come over and be part of our show. Then when she asked about it last night, which means you talked to her before the show about it, you act like that wasn't even possible. Very, very interesting. And the show was so boring. It was so bad. It was so dry that, you know what happened? Silo didn't even finish the show. I don't know how long he was on there. I think he might have been on there an hour. Maybe 40% of the show. They had Jason up there driving around. Strupid came up there, Real Deal. And Angel's kissing everybody's ass. Boston, Jay, all these people I spent a year running out of there because they added nothing. No money, no content, no visibility, no interesting topics, nothing. She can't help herself. She went backwards. Her show last night was a live version of what she did with that fucking goofy whack job firefighter that's going around trying to live off of 9/11. He's making money on the dead people. He's standing on the grave of those people on 9/11 and trying to make money. I have heard Angel send him a little taste. So let me explain something else. The show was horrible. It was boring. It was weak. It was crap. But hey, she doesn't have anybody going after her today, which is what she really wants. She is terrified of SoFlo. Absolute, but which, by the way, anybody seen SoFlo, or do I get credit for running him and deporting him off of YouTube? I mean, I've got proof now SoFlo was deported. And I will show it here in a few minutes. I have proof SoFlo had been deported, and I will show it here right now. So much interesting stuff going on. So, Sharkooter, you didn't watch it at all. Did you unsub to your Plus membership?
No, it's still there. I didn't know.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that were contacting me like, Jim, I didn't even know. I didn't see any of our people over there. Now, at the beginning of the show, people did try to motherfuck me in the chat. But She knows better. Now, she framed it that I'm itching for a fight. I'm not itching for a fight. I'm just not going to let you do to me what you did to Maureen Moe, Angela, the co-defendant, all those other people, and blame me for doing it. Last night was a perfect example that channel is a house of cards without me. And I noticed this weeks ago. I noticed this specifically when she wouldn't bring me up with SoFlo. She was terrified, and I mean fucking terrified, that SoFlo SoFlo would get mad at her for not going along with his agenda. That guy story was bullshit. It was bullshit from the beginning. It's bullshit now, and it'll be bullshit till the end. It was bullshit. And he used Angel's channel, and they helped each other. She was able to get rid of me and make herself look like a pariah, like some sort of she was trying to make herself look like some sort of a martyr. And he got a chance to make it look like to some people that he was in charge of his own narrative, that he did not get this, he did not get that. It's garbage. It's garbage. It was a lie. The show was garbage. It was trash. It was boring. That show is not going to do this. Now, where do we go from here? I told Angel I want all my content pooled. Angel, are you listening? Since you don't want me on that show, right, as you said, since I'm not coming back over there, I want the shows that I appeared on removed. I am going to give you until noon. I want you to listen to me. If you think it's a threat, I don't give a fuck. Call a cop. I want my content, all the shows I appeared on, all the shows that my OTT was on over there, all the clips from my other channels. I want it removed. Yeah.
No, we lost you.
I want it removed. I want all those shows I appeared on, all my hard work and sweat, since you don't want anybody there in the future. I want it removed. I want my shit taken down. We have found about 24 shows. I think it's more like 18 or 19, but close to 24 shows where the OTT is shown. If my appearances on that show aren't privated or removed, and I don't give a fuck if Edna is in them, if they aren't removed by noon tomorrow, and this is why my crowd still has their plus channel, we are going to mass strike that channel. You'll be on Rumble. So here's what's going to happen. I'm asking you nicely, but this is the last time I will ask this. You want to go around and act like you're taking it as a threat? Go ahead. Angel, we don't have a problem with you. I'm not fighting with you. Not going after your brother. I'm not talking about Lee Cole. I mean, I have the right to give my opinion about content. People value my opinion. But what I'm telling you is I want all my hard work. I do not want to have my likeness or my entertainment associated with that show anymore, because I know you're buying bots. I know you have sock accounts, getting you subscribers. And I know you lied about SoFlo. And I don't want my likeness or the likeness of my channel to look like we ever supported that kind of bullshit. See, because when I was over there, that wasn't going on. So here's the deal. Noon tomorrow, Angel. Noon tomorrow. Angel, if it is not, we will start copyright procedures, and you can run the Watcher crazy. Because, Angel, you know what? People have been stealing your shit and fucking with us over there for the last year, and you did nothing. So either you're going to have a ton of fucking work. Better call a fucking nanny, because you're going to be on the computer all day tomorrow. Very simple. Take it down. Take it down, and I'm giving you more than enough time. You don't have a show tonight. Take it down, and we're good. We will not mention you. Nobody is talking shit about you. We did a show last night. There's no problem. I don't dislike you. And but you are not going to use me to get sock puppet views for a channel. You are not going to take my talent and use it for fraudulent means. That's my words. Noon tomorrow. If it is not, some of those people that you fucked over with wrenches, some of those people that you blocked in chats, some of those people are going to go and nail you. Nail that fucking channel. If for nothing else, it will take away your monetization. And if you don't believe us, somebody go ahead and fucking call Leanne and see how she's fucking doing today. Mr. X has a major announcement on the Night Owl Network tonight about good old Leanne, and something really, really big happened. So I don't have a problem with Angel. I'm not fighting with her. I can tell you that we have retained a lot of her people. A lot of her people are still with us. The ones that aren't, we don't care. If we traded Bob Farrell for Kathy Fagan, then we did. So I'm not angry. I'm not mad. I'm not even upset. But we're not going to go. We don't need to sling mud. I don't believe her brother was a rat. I think her father was cool as shit. I think she's a Gotti. I'm not worried about any of that. But I'm telling you, unless you want your channel to turn into Sashio, stand-up guy, 8-hour shows with no monetization, just take our shit down. Please. I know it's gonna blow a hole in that show. I know there's gonna be a lot of, and I still have my Plus membership. So please, please, please do me the solid and take it down. We will have major announcements tonight on SoFlo. We will have major announcements tonight on Leanne on the Night Owl Network. Get over to nightowlnetworktv.com. You can subscribe there. Very inexpensive. And we will have that, including some very interesting interviews tonight. It's time to get back on the horse. It's time to focus on what's important, our people, our content, our channels. And SoFlo actually started being deported months ago. If you remember, he got deported from YouTube to Rumble. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll see everybody on the Night Owl Network tonight. Clock's ticking.
Well, there we go. That's the news from Jim that Jim wanted to say, that he wanted to share. So that's why I invited him up. So there's nothing to say about it. I don't know what everyone in the chat heard it for themselves. Everyone in the bushes heard it for themselves. I want to thank Jim for coming up. I want to thank you for everyone coming in. So I guess we'll call it a wrap. And I want to thank everyone that came in to the show. And we'll talk soon. We'll have another show. I was on for 30 minutes. And don't forget, if you're a member, go to the Night Owl Network tonight. And that's it. Yes, I did stay out of it. And I don't know what if you agree, but I agree that it's a better thing to do and staying out of it. And once again, I want to thank you, everyone that was here, that came. All right. Thank you.